Plot is the story. It is not only what the characters do themselves, but it's also what happens to them. As part of understanding the characters' actions, we want to know the cause and effect, how and why those things happened. Not only that, but we want to understand the consequences of each of their actions. This is all part of plot. Plots are classified as either comic or tragic, which doesn't mean they're either funny or sad. It just means they build towards an either happy ending or a sad ending. The classic masks of Shakespeare drama reflect that. Comedy just means that it's a good ending, and tragedy just means that it doesn't really end up the way that the audience wants it to. Plot derives from some form of opposition or conflict among the characters. This is essentially why the story is being told. There's some kind of tension happening. It's the summary of the events as they occur in the story. Plot doesn't necessarily involve all the other elements that we're going to discuss as far as tone and mood. But the best way to describe it is if you were going to a movie and you wanted to tell your friend what it was about, you would hit all of the plot points, all of the major things that happen in the movie until the end. That's what plot is. The sub-elements of plot involve a complication or the rising action. This is what makes the story exciting. It's the conflict between the main characters as it builds, between the protagonist and the antagonist, which we're going to get to next, the next unit. The turning point, or the climax, is the point where the character has reached her apex or his apex of good fortune in the story. It's usually where we feel like the character is getting what he or she wants. The denouement, or falling action, is where things begin to go downhill for the main character. And the reader starts to worry that the character is not going to get what he or she needs by the end of the story. During this time, painful or shocking discoveries can be revealed, which make it clear why there is a setback in the character's journey. The resolution. This is the satisfaction of having read the story. By the end, there is some closure, either positive or negative, remember, either comic or tragic, for the main character.